Hi guys, now I will explain about the Vortex 70 and how we have to fix the instrument parts and the measurement while doing the measurement of biological sample by using this machine. This is Vortex 70 FTIR machine which we are using to characterize this biological sample, specifically the serum sample. I will explain all the details in step by step. So this is the sample compartment. Here you can see, let's close and I can see show you everything. Yeah, first check this one. The humidity is fine, laser is fine, the status, you can see the red light. It is because I just changed here inside and there is no, this is empty, so this is the reason. But after I set up, it will go to green. Okay, let me show this one. Yeah, before doing measurement, today I am going to show the MIR mid-range infrared measurements. So I have to use the KBR beam splitter. So just open this one, and this is the beam splitter. So let me change this one. This is the KBR beam splitter. It is written like this one. So just put here again, and there's a lock. Just lock this one. Now it looks like this one. Otherwise you have to press this one to the side if you want to change into different one, and then close it. It has a screw, rotate it in the clockwise direction, then it is now closed. Okay, and there is another beam splitter we have to change sometime, and it is in the corner. So open this one. This is there is not any lock. This is for FIR region and silicon. Okay, now we are using the MIR region, so I use the KBR. Just it is just the storage. Just store it here. Sometimes you may need to use. Okay, and then close it again. So come back to the sample compartment. So I'm using the KBR. So I'm using the MIR range. So there is a plastic. It should not come like this one, because I just put to tease this one. So it should go in a systematic way, so that because the laser light is also coming here and MIR is also coming from the source, so we have to be really careful. It just goes here, you have to put it there, and to open you can use this one. Put it here. There are two small holes, so it is compatible now. So you can, if you rotate, it will come. Okay, now you can store it here. In the FTIR instrument, there are different sampling mode. First we'll use is the transmission mode. Transmission means you can put the sample here, light transmit the sample and go towards the detector. This is the detector side, light is coming from this side, and you can store the sample here, so light can transmit from the sample and it goes this side. And one thing, remember, the IR light, along with the IR light, laser light is also coming. So if you are using any metal like ring, so please be careful. So after removing this window, now it is the time we have to set up which sampling mode you want to install right now. So for the transmission sampling mode, we got this one while buying the machine. So you can put the sample pallets, anything here in this hole, so the light can transmit. So this one is one option. And another thing, I made another one because my sample type was different. So the goal is just pass the light from here. So You can install it here so that light can pass perpendicularly throughout the sample, so that it is the transmission mode. You can design your sampling mode whichever you want. And another second sampling mode is trans reflection. So it is the second design, experimental design for the second sampling mode, and I tried with this one and I spent quality time, but it is really difficult and I'm not sure whether my sampling mode is working properly or not, because it was the first time I'm using this here. So to overcome this challenge, I made another sampling mode so that it is for the trans reflection sampling mode. There is a, you can see the light is coming from this side, so light will not deviate and the other outer light will not go inside. And I cannot show here, but you will understand. Light will goes here, and there are mirror are placed in such a way that there is another mirror. Light will be reflected from here and then go back to the detector. This is the trans reflection mode. And all the sampling mode which I made and which we got from the company, everything is stored nearby to this FTIR machine, so that nobody has to struggle later while making the everything is here. Transmission, another transmission is here. Trans reflection, another trans reflection is here. And another last one which we are using and which is popular to us is the ATR. I just take out it here, and actually it should be goes inside the machine, inside this box, and this is the ATR sampling mode. So to do this one, please use your two hands while doing this. Right now I have a camera in one hand, so I cannot use two hands, but I'm a little bit familiar with this machine, I can handle. But please, if you are using first time, don't forget to use two hands. Everything is sensitive. This is the optics experiment. So make it loose and make it tight, so that we are doing the experiment with the IR light. IR light means everything is the source of IR light. Everything which has a temperature more than 0 are the source of IR light. From the microscopic point of view, every molecules within any object is vibrating. If it is vibrating, these are the source of IR light. This is the ATR setup. Okay, light is coming from this side. This is the ATR crystal. You can rotate this one and you can pull it down. Yeah, this is the sampling space. Actually this is the diamond crystal, ATR crystal with a high refractive index. Okay, this is the sampling space. Okay, we have to put the sample, and if you want to change the crystal, then you have to change the whole plate. If you want to change, we have extra. These plates are here. These are really expensive. Okay, like one cost 5,000 nearly. So please take care of them. If you need extra things, these are here. And if you want to change the sampling mode, these are here. Everything is nearby. Or if the space is, I will manage everything later on. I'll put something there in the table, in the rack. Otherwise it will be here. Okay, so that you will not have any problem later on. Now we install our ATR sampling mode here. Everything is clear now. So let's go to the measurement. And to measure the spectral data, we are using the Opus software. So just click Opus software, double click. User ID is UPLab1. You can set your own. You can use different. And the password is same like OPUS, block letter. I'm using OPUS, and then enter. So you will get this space. So before doing measurement, we have to clean the ATR surface, otherwise we are measuring the content, the dot content, atmospheric air content within the sampling surface. So to clean this one, we have to use the two chemicals. This is saline sample. Saline means salt water, or different kind of salt which this medical people use. This is saline water. I pour it in the small container. So it comes with that saline water, PBS saline. And another is ethanol. And I put the ethanol here. Actually it comes in a big container, and nowadays people are making sanitizer by using ethanol, so it has a scarcity in the market. And I recently got 280 samples which I have to measure, so that's why I'm like preserving this one. So I will use the very small container, and it is a volatile, so it can evaporate immediately, so I'm using little by little. First of all, we are cleaning this ATR crystal by using saline water. So to do this one, I am using the homemade suction, a version of pipette. This is for saline. You have to chain the glass every measurement, otherwise it will be contaminated with the atmospheric air. So press it gently, gentle press, don't show your force, okay? So press gently and dip inside this saline container. Oh, too much, this much. It should not touch on this rubber of the suction. If touch, then it will bring some contamination within from the rubber. So press gently. If you press hardly, then this liquid will touch the surface of this rubber, and it will bring the contamination within. So pour it there, and you have to use this tissue paper. We cannot use other type of tissue paper like Kimtech. Earlier we tried to use this tissue paper, but later we noticed that while cleaning by using this one, there are some traces of paper. So later we found that this paper is the perfect, so we are using this paper. So while cleaning, just one is this side, perpendicular side, and another perpendicular side. Now it will be clean, okay? Everything should be clean. If there is any dust, it will create problem. And while tracing, I will make another video for the tracing, because the university policy is really, you have to be careful, otherwise it will create a problem to you. So you have to be really careful while tracing all these biological hazards. When it becomes dry, let's clean it by using ethanol. There are different this suction for the ethanol, and this is for ethanol. Okay, let's open ethanol container. Little bit. Oh, ethanol is, the viscosity is very small for the ethanol, so it is not easy. Okay, this much. And please make sure the ethanol should not touch on the rubber surface. If it goes up to the rubber surface, it will bring some contamination from the rubber, so it will contaminate your ATR crystal surface. And put in such a way that the glass does not touch on the surface of this container. We have to clean it immediately, otherwise ethanol is the volatile, it will go away immediately. Now the ATR crystal, two perpendicular side, this side and this side. Now it is clean. You can, now the surface is clean. and you will see so many options in this Opus software: file, edit, view, window, measure, manipulate, evaluate, so many things, and there are so many options. Look at here our goal is to measure advanced measurement, repeated measurement. I prefer to use repeated measurement because we have to repeat our experimental setup, our measurement technique. There are different things you can explore, you can play with everything, but here we are following the protocols by from the earlier researchers, and we did so many hit and trials for the each of these measurement techniques. So you have to use the repeated measurements. This one, remember, we are using the ATR setup, so basic everything. Repeat the measurement 25 times. You can change whatever you want, 0 to 25, and you can write something, your explanation for, which will be easy for you so that you can remember later. You don't need to remember later, everything will be saved in your file. I am using the ATR sampling mode, MIR range, so different things. I just saved it here. Okay, operator names, it comes earlier. Okay, you don't need to remember. Load, you can change according to different. If you want to have the different experimental setup, you can change with your name. Okay, just load and change your name, but here I am the one, so I don't need to change. Go to advanced. It will automatically shows the month, day, and different things. I am measuring. This is the first. I am giving the name. No, it is the background. Let's write back, BACK. It is the background measurement, and the resolution is 4. That's fine. Spectral scan means 100 times. If you deposit a sample here, light from the source will come to sample 100 times, like 1 times, this time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100 times. That light matter interaction will be 100 times, and you will get one spectra in your computer. You will get final spectra by interacting light with the sample 100 times. So it means 100 scan. 100 scan will give the one spectra, and the data is from 4000 to 400 centimeter. And here we are doing the background measurement, so you don't need to click ATR spectrum. So unclick this one, and only this much. This is for the advanced setup. Remember that you can give the different name, you can have the different different file, experimental file. So these are the setup. I prefer, I did with the 200 scan. It is taking time. 50 scan will be very small, and generally people do the scan with the like 2 power n, like 2 power 3, 8, or n power 2. No, 4, 8, 32. 2 power 3 will be 8. Here for our convenience, I use the scan time is equal to 100. Let me make it clear. It should be like, okay, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 8, 16, 32, 64, like 2 power n. Okay, it should follow the 2 power n rule. 1 power 2, 1, no, it should not be. Now go to optic setup. These are the setup for optic. MIR region, KBR, everything is like, and remember this should be, otherwise if you put the different path you will get the different type of spectra. These are the things I set up. Acquisition is this one, FT is this one, zero filling factor 4, and this one, background, there is no background 8, so okay. So these are the setup for the background measurement. So let's do repeated sample signal channel. Magnify this one. You can magnify by clicking this one. Magnify. Yeah, this should be the backgrounds always looks like this one. You can see the wave number. If you understand how the infrared spectroscopy work, or you may have understand by looking at the different paper from our lab, different PowerPoint which Dr. Pereira has presented at the different seminars or different publications. You may have noticed that this reason is mainly due to the carbon oxygen bonding, single bonding, double bonding, triple bonding, and so many things. So you will understand why this region is high, because the atmospheric air consists of the such type of air which type of this CO bonding vibration. We have to take care of the atmospheric air, availability of atmospheric air, or possible contamination in the crystal surface, and the bonding vibration, because this IR spectroscopy is not sensitive to all type of bondings. It should have follow the some polarized molecules, yeah, diatomic. Like if you have N2, then it doesn't show any vibration. I think I said something wrong. IR sensitive to you can tell difference between DIFFT IR and Raman. Sorry, I am unable to explain what actually I am trying to say. These are complementary, undoubtedly these are complementary. Look at here, you can understand by looking at here. Vibrational modes of molecules. Dipole, oh yeah, I'm trying to say dipole moment. If the dipole moment is changed, then only IR is sensitive to those molecules whose dipole moment can be changed. For the symmetric molecules, we cannot use IR. This is what I was trying to say, but because of less knowledge on this word power, I was confused. Remember, it is the dipole moment. I think everybody is familiar. Yeah, we got the two spectra. You can see two spectra background. We don't need enough. So while put your mouse, this cursor there, and right click, you can get a different option. Stop task, abort task. You have to click the second one and then left click, abort. Don't do stop, otherwise whole measurement will be stopped. Now it's the time to put the sample. Look at here. Our sample comes in such small pipettes. These are the serum tubes. These are the serum tubes, small serum tubes. Okay, sample comes like this one. This is just the waste. I mixed 2-3 serum samples, so it doesn't look good. the room which our refrigerator is, which our fresh sample is, it is locked now, so I cannot use the fresh sample, so I'm using the wastage sample to show the technique. To mount the sample, we have to use these are the pipettes. Okay, this is the pipette tube. You can store your pipette tubes here. Just press this button, it will automatically drain. And this has the bigger one is 20, smaller one is 10. I'm using the 10 is more sensitive. Okay, and you can fix this one, the size of your droplet. This is for 1 microliter. You can fix this one by rotating this one. I think these are the basic things you will understand by yourself. And put pipette tips. Just if you press, yeah, there is a pipette tip. So this is the sample. Just open the sample. It is difficult to so open this one, and again do the same thing, like press gently press here gently, and dip the pipette tubes inside the sample. I cannot show in the video because I'm holding my phone. Gently, don't press hard. Now you got some serum sample here on the tip. So make it vertical above the crystal. You can use your 2 hands. I am little bit familiar, so I don't need to use, otherwise your hand will shake. So put the liquid droplet hand, press tightly. Yeah, this is the crystal is here, sorry, sample is here on the surface of crystal. This is 1 microliter, very small. This 1 microliter will be enough to spread on the surface of crystal. So we are just using the 1 microliter. We don't need to use 2 microliter, 3 microliter. If you use more, then you have to be familiar with the viscosity, fluid dynamics of such liquid to do this research. If you use more, then it will spill over out of the surface of the crystal. If you use less, then it will not completely spread in the surface. So 1 microliter is enough for our experiment. So just deposit 1 microliter there, then come back here. Generally it is good if you wait for few minutes. People recommend to wait, you can wait up to 8 minutes. I generally wait up to 3 minutes so that I can see the measurement, what is going on in my measurement. So you can wait for a few minutes. So let's wait for a few minutes, but today I cannot wait because I have to take a video. So let's go to measure, repeated measurement. Everything is same here in the first side, first basic, advanced, because this is the first measurement. So you can give any name, like if the different sample, give the name of the sample. I'm using the first scan, so let me put the name FIRST, first spectral measurement. This is the path, because recently one graduate student joined our lab, so everything will be saved in her file. Her name is Chandrama, so she has practiced on September 2020, so everything will be saved here. And I cannot change this one, all the information, because I have to subtract the earlier measurement from the spectral data, so I cannot change this one. Right now I am using the ATR sampling, so just click ATR spectrum and directly jump to the background. Here you can see the background, yes. So it could be the earlier background, so delete this one. I cannot believe on that. So delete and clear, and to load it again, so click on the background, latest background, and double click, here, and double click. Yeah, it will come here and load it again. Go to advanced, there is nothing to change. Go to basic, You can play with this one, but we don't need to. You cannot change anything, just you can see. And again click the repeated sample signal chain. You will get a video, sorry, you will get a spectral data. Look at here, this peak mainly due to the water content in the sample. This is due to the, this is amide first, amide second, and other variables. You may have seen such spectra in our paper. Generally I put the spectra from 1800 to 900. This region, you may have seen this region, because this region consists of, this is the, from here to here, this is called the fingerprint region, because the information about all the molecular components can be obtained within this spectral range. So it is called the fingerprint region, and this region is the protein region. So we cover only this much range. Okay. So if you remember earlier, we said we can measure up to spectra 25 spectra. One spectral measurement nearly takes 1.2 minutes. So it will take nearly half an hour to complete all this 25 spectral data. So let's wait. But it depends on how many scan you are fixing, because we are fixing the 100 scan. So if you are fixing 64, 32, then it will be different. If you are fixing 200, it will take a long time. You can see what type of spectra you got. Yeah. So I will take another video after 30 minutes and I will show the spectral data analysis. Okay, this is only up to the spectral measurement and how to fix the instrument. You guys I think know. If you have any question, again ask to Dr. Parera, I can respond immediately. I can respond if Dr. Parera suggests me to respond to your email. Okay, thank you guys.